So have you ever tried to pull your US credit report online using your ITIN only to get completely shut down by an error message? Yeah, it's a super common and honestly an incredibly frustrating experience. But what if I told you that rejection isn't a mistake? Today, we're going to dig into exactly why that happens and show you the one correct way to get the report you need.
Right, so you go to one of the big credit bureau websites, you enter all your info, you double check everything, you put in your 9-digit ITIN, and bam, you get that dreaded invalid number error. It immediately makes you think, did I do something wrong, or is their website broken? Well, the real answer is actually a little surprising. And here's the big reveal. The system isn't broken at all. That rejection message you're seeing, that's actually the system working exactly the way it was designed to. This isn't some glitch in the matrix. It's a built-in feature, kind of like a lock that your ITIN just wasn't made to open online. We call this the online dead end. The automated systems that power websites like annualcreditreport.com are programmed to recognize only one type of key for that instant identity check, a social security number. So why can't they just accept an ITIN? What's the big difference?
And look, don't just take my word for it. Financial experts over at Experian put it very plainly. They say if you try using an ITIN online, quote, that will be seen as an invalid number. It's because their systems are built to look for the data connections linked to an SSN. Your ITIN, even though it's 9 digits, just doesn't fit that specific digital lock. It confirms that what you've been running into isn't just you, it's how the whole system is set up. To really get this, we've got to look at the core difference between these two numbers. They might look similar, but what they're for and who even issues them are totally different. And that difference is the root cause of this entire headache. Okay, on one hand, you've got the Social Security number, or SSN. That comes from the Social Security Administration. Think of it as a master key for your whole financial life in the US, jobs, benefits, and of course, credit. But on the other hand, you have the ITIN. That's from the IRS, and it has one very specific job, processing federal taxes. It was never designed to be a general ID, and that's exactly why every single ITIN starts with the number 9. It's a flag for the system to make sure it's never ever mistaken for an SSN. So if the online front door is locked, how do you get inside? Well, you use the manual request process. And don't think of this as some old-fashioned workaround. This is the official, correct procedure that was specifically designed for people with ITINs. Yeah, it takes a few more steps, but it's the proven path that actually gets you your report. The whole thing breaks down into 3 pretty simple steps. First, you gather up all the documents you need to prove who you are. Second, you write a straightforward formal request letter. And third, you mail that whole package. Yes, I'm talking actual snail mail in this digital world, but hey, it's the solution that works. Okay, you're gonna wanna listen closely here, because this next part is where it all comes together or falls apart. The specific documents you send are absolutely critical. If you miss just one thing or make a small mistake, your requests could get kicked right back to you, and you're back at square one. Getting these details perfect is everything. All right, here's the checklist, and this is based on what the bureaus, like Experian, are looking for. You'll need your full name, including a middle initial, and your date of birth. Then, your complete addresses for the last 2 years. You'll also need a copy of a government-issued ID. A driver's license is perfect. And a copy of a recent utility bill or bank statement to prove your current address. And of course, your ITIN itself. Now, this right here is probably the single most important tip that can make or break your entire request. In your letter, you must clearly state that the number you are providing is an ITIN. Don't just write down the digits. You need to label it. Write out, my ITIN is 9XXXXXX. This one little step prevents a real person on the other end from seeing it, thinking it's a messed up SSN, and just denying your request. Seriously, do not skip this part. So after all this paper and postage, you might be asking yourself, Is this really worth all the effort? And the answer is absolutely 100%. Getting and then regularly checking your credit report is the only way to build your financial life here in the US. This isn't just about some number, it's about unlocking real-world opportunities.
I mean, just think about the payoff here. A healthy credit history, which you can only build and monitor if you can actually see a report, is what everyone looks at. It affects your ability to rent an apartment, get a loan for a car, eventually get a mortgage, get better rates on insurance, even get a new phone without a huge deposit. This manual process, it's your key to all of those major financial milestones.
So we end on this big question. The ITIN was created way back in 1996 just for taxes, but now it's a vital tool for millions of people to build their financial lives. As more and more people use ITINs, you have to wonder, will the credit reporting systems finally adapt and create a secure online way for ITIN holders? Or will this manual paper and stamp process always be the only key that fits the lock? It's a really critical question for the future of financial access in this country.